Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing some questions and answers, where you guys have the opportunity to ask me questions, and I do the best I can to give you guys good answers. Now remember, there's no such thing as a stupid question. You guys can ask me anything, except for where I live. What the hell, I'll tell you. It's called 123 Fake Street. Okay? Anyways, you can ask a question by commenting on my page, commenting on the video, or sending me a message. However, the best for me is commenting on the video. Few things up front I wanted to say is, one, this probably will be a two-part video, although I'm not sure. I got a lot of questions from all the videos between this question and answers and the previous one. So I might break this up. It'd probably be easier for me and for you, because uploading's a bitch. I don't feel like uploading a 40-minute video or something like that. And it's easier for you guys to watch like a 10-minute video or a 20-minute video rather than a huge, like multiple small videos rather than a huge long-ass video. Third is a few updates. One is I'm going to do some video game reviews, but mostly I'm going to do a video showing you guys my video game collection. And next comic I'm going to be hitting is The Outsiders. I finished up Robin, but I haven't had a chance to go into The Outsiders because a lot of Batman books have come out recently, so I will be hitting Outsiders next, because I think that was the most requested out of the stuff to review next. I'll also be throwing some Superman, Batman, and all that other stuff in there too. It won't be strictly just Outsiders all the way through, just a majority be Outsiders. And lastly, if you don't mind, I'm going to eat a bit because I'm hungry. So with that said, oh, and one last thing. My friend was screwing around on my YouTube, and he deleted some of my messages in my inbox. So if your question wasn't asked or wasn't answered, I'm sorry. Just please resend it, or any of the questions. If your question's not on here and you asked it and I didn't answer it, just be like, Andrew, you're a fucking asshole. What's wrong with you? And then repost the question. I'll allow you to call me a fucking asshole for this time. Okay. Let's get to work. Let's rock it! Andrew, in Batman Dark Victory, Gordon becomes the new commissioner, but you also said he becomes a Nightcrawler. Which is the current accepted story? Thank you. I don't think he becomes commissioner in Dark Victory. If he does, I would have to say Dark Victory, because newer, more updated, but I think he becomes captain in Dark Victory. I could be wrong. Because I haven't read Dark Victory in like a year. Andrew, I'm interested in reading Batman Under the Hood, but I haven't read any of the War Games or War Crime series. Will I find it confusing starting in the middle of all the Black Mask War series? Also, is it Under the Hood worth picking up? One is, Under the Hood is worth picking up. Some people have mixed feelings on it, but mostly the mixed feelings come from the fact that people don't like Jason Todd or they like Jason Todd. Looking at the story in of itself, it's a good story. Should you pick up all the War Games, War Crime series? I could say that you probably could get away with not reading War Games or City of Crime or any of that stuff and read just Under the Hood. Some of the things might be confusing, but the only thing you need to know is Black Mask is in charge of things. That's about it. That and the final, Infinite Crisis is going to be happening soon, because this ties in a little bit to Infinite Crisis. Here's another Under the Hood question. Andrew, I'm into collecting more essential comic books. I'm interested in Under the Hood. I know what it's about, but can you tell me how essential or important of a story overall? To Batman, I would say it's an important story. Again, putting away your feelings on Jason Todd or not, it's kind of the return of Jason Todd, the official return. So, I would say it's essential. I would pick it up. Hey Andrew, by the way, have you read All-Star Superman by Grant Morrison? I was wondering what your opinion on was it. Thanks. No, I have not read All-Star Superman by Grant Morrison. I will pick it up sometime. I might get it at the next Comic-Con I go to, Boston Comic-Con. But, yeah, I haven't read it, so I can't give my opinions. I'm sorry. Okay. Hey, Andrew, can you tell me a bit more about what leads Superman to becoming the vigilante crime buster? Specifically, how he executed 3 villains, and who they were. What are you talking about? This was probably taken from one of my Superman movies. I have to remember. I remember he took on the identity of Crime Buster because he was going insane or something like that. Crime Buster is a completely different character. As for executing 3 villains, he threw some of General Zod and his people in the Phantom Zone. That was way back in the day before Exile. So, wow. I didn't read the story, so I don't know the full details on it. I'm sorry if I couldn't answer your question perfectly, but wow, that's going back. Anyways, let's see, boom, boom, boom. Let's see. What graphic novels do I have to pick up to get the whole story of Batman, Talia, and Damian? Thank you. I recommend getting Batman Tales of the Demon just because it's essential to any Ra's al Ghul or Talia story. Batman and Son, Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul, and Batman R.I.P. There is Batman, Son of the Demon, but it's not in continuity anymore. A lot of people believe it is still, but it's really not, so don't bother with it. So yeah, that's about all you need to get. Okay, I was wondering, what do you think of, or have you ever read the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen's graphic novel, since it's technically RDC's property? Technically, isn't it Vertigo? Vertigo is part of DC. I've not read League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I have, however, seen the movie. And I can honestly say, I'm one of the only 5 people in the world that enjoyed the movie. It wasn't a good movie, but I enjoyed it. New question. What belt are you in karate? And what style do you practice? I am a 4th degree black belt in Shaolin American Kempo Karate. So that's my ranking, 4th degree. There's 10 degrees on the black belt. So there's another question here about my karate, and I'll just answer that when I come to it. Let's see. Question. Whoops. I can't understand one thing. Where was Skeets in Justice League International? Because I remember, well, Booster Gold and Skeets always having been together. Is there a plot hole? No, there isn't a plot hole. Before Booster Gold joins with the Justice League International, he turns off Skeets because he figured Skeets wouldn't work well with the Justice League. I forget what story this was revealed in. I think it was revealed in one of the Justice League International stories. It's basically just he turns off Skeets. That's about it. What do you think about the revival of Barry Allen? They particularly remade everything and destroyed the quality of the Flash. I don't think they destroyed the quality of the Flash. I'm actually happy that they revived Barry Allen. As much as I like Wally, I like Barry a little bit more. And I mean, he was the bringer of the Silver Age, so I'm happy they brought him back. I don't think they destroyed the quality of the Flash, though. If anything, the Flash is more popular now. Other than Batman and Wonder Woman, who are your favorite superheroes or heroines? I actually want to do a top 20 superhero video, but I don't know if you guys would really want to watch that because you know who my top 2 are. So if you want me to actually do a top 20 superhero video, post a comment and say. If you do, then I can reveal my top 20 favorite superheroes. And you know they're all going to be DC. Well, you know, comic book heroes. Okay, by the way, do you ever think they're going to bring back Ice or Blue Beetles too? Wasn't Ice brought back to life? Isn't she dating Guy Gardner? Blue Beetle number 2, are you talking about Ted Kord? Because there was a Blue Beetle before him. If so, no. Blackest Night basically closed off anyone coming back to life, at least for a while. Hey, I was wondering how you this is probably the most commonly asked question. People want to know what I wrap my graphic novels in. Like the protective covering. People ask this so much. So, instead of answering this question right here, I'm going to actually do a review sometime in the future because I need to buy covers on what I use to cover my graphic novels. So it's a universal video for all you guys. I'll even show you how I cover my graphic novels. Okay, Have you read Power Girl New Beginning? No. I do want to get into Power Girl, but I just don't have the money right now. 2 questions. 1. Which do you like better? Angel After the Fall or Buffy Season 8? Angel After the Fall. Not because Angel's my favorite character or my favorite of the 2 shows. I just felt as though the story did what it was supposed to do, while Buffy Season 8 I don't think it's doing what Joss wants it to do. Even Joss Whedon commented that Angel After the Fall came out better than he thought it did. He thought it came out better than Buffy Season 8 did. But on a whole, I thought the story was a lot better than After the Fall. A lot better. Moving on, let's see. Are you still reading the Angel ongoing series? If so, why? No, I'm not, because the issues are no longer canon. At least, people believe them not to be canon because they don't have the seal of approval from Joss. A question, have you read Superman, Batman, Hunter, Prey? No, I have not. Also, could you review some comics individually? For instance, could you re-review Batman Nightfall, but review them as individual trades? For instance, reviewing Batman Nightfall Broken Bat. I probably won't do that, mostly because I have so much stuff I want to review that going back and re-reviewing would just, I don't know, it feels like a step back. I'm sorry. To tell you the truth, I would want to do that. There's a lot of things I would like to re-review. I look at my Batman Year 1 review, and I just shudder on how bad it is. I would like to re-review a lot of stuff, but I just don't have time. Sorry. Dude, what's your dream job in the comic book field? Let me think. In the comic book field, I would like to be an ideas man. I don't think I would be a good writer. I'm not very good at writing. Well, I'm not bad at writing, but I'm not great. I would like to work with writers and tell them my ideas, and then they take the ideas and roll with them. I would love to sit down with like Paul Dini or even Grant Morrison or George Perez and Marv Wolfman or any one of those people and just sit down and just talk about what I would like to see done, and then they do it. And be like a partnership. Yeah, probably an ideas man. You should review... Oh, wait. Which is better, in your opinion? Superman, Batman, Supergirl, or Superman, Batman, Search for Kryptonite? Superman, Batman, Supergirl. That was actually my favorite out of the Superman, Batman series. Okay. This question was about Blackest Night, but is the hardcover like the hardcovers that they have with the glossy cover? Can you take off, or is it just a solid hardcover? Also, does it have the collection Blackest Night 0 through 8, or does it have any extra commentary at the end of the book, or directed cut issues? I would need to open up Blackest Night, but I don't think it had any stuff at the end of the book. It might have had like extra drawings or covers, but I don't think it had any commentaries or anything like that. As for the hardcover, you can take off the glossy cover, and there'll be a harder cover underneath, if that's what you're asking. I hope that answered your question. Probably not good. Moving on. Okay. Hey, Andrew. I was wondering if you checked out the original Power Rangers show from Japan, the Super Sentai. If you have, then it would be cool to see a video on it, maybe a comparison and a contrast of the Green Ranger saga. Have I watched the Super Sentai? Yes. Mostly I've watched, Zora Ranger or Zora Ranger, whatever the original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger was based off of. But I really haven't gone into too much detail about it. I know the bases on most of the Super Sentai, but I don't really watch all of them. I prefer Power Rangers, even though they're not quite as serious as the Super Sentai. I enjoy them more. Maybe it's because I grew up with them. Maybe I just like the characters more, but I have watched a bit of the Super Sentai. Will I do a comparison? No, because I will be breaking the copyright infringement policies of the copyright policies on YouTube, because then I would have to put up a video. What specific story shows Dick leaving Bruce in the Wayne Manor to become Nightwing in the current continuity? Well, things didn't quite work out that way. Dick was actually on the Teen Titans, living with the Teen Titans when he became Nightwing. If you want specific stories, I recommend you pick up Nightwing Year 1 and Teen Titans The Judas Contract. And I also recommend picking up Terra Incognito because Judas Contract works well with Terra Incognito. So if you want to see the transition from Robin to Nightwing, pick up Terra Incognito, Judas Contract where he actually becomes Nightwing, Nightwing Year 1 where he expands off of it. I'd even go so far as saying getting some of the older Teen Titan material because that really deals with his evolution from being a sidekick to his own man, but if you're tight on money, then those 3 trades are where you want to go. It's not like he just got up and left the manor and be like, I'm going to be Nightwing. Dick reformed the Teen Titans and he stayed on that team and text message. And he stayed on that team and lived there and became Nightwing. So he wasn't necessarily with Bruce when it happened. See. I lose my place because I'm on. I cut and copy and put these on Microsoft Word. Here we go. Andrew, can you tell me where the Jeff Loeb Superman Batman stories take place in your Batman timeline, especially Jeff Loeb's run on the Superman Batman series, Public Enemy, Supergirls, etc.? Allow me to take a look. Public Enemies I know take place sometime after Hush. I would say it'd be sometime between Hush and As the Crows Fly. It would take place between Hush and As the Crows Fly. Because reference is made to, well, first of all, it was released in 2004, but reference was made to Lady Shiva beating the shit out of Catwoman, which happened in Hush. Supergirl would probably take place between, let's say, As the Crow Flies and the beginning of War Games, somewhere in between that. Absolute Power and Vengeance would take place sometime before the Infinite Crisis, preferably during the, probably between War Games and Under the Hood. Then Enemies Among Us is after Infinite Crisis. If I had to place it somewhere, I mean, it would be sometime before Grant Morrison's R.I.P. stuff, before his Batman and Son. Let's see, Torment, Search for Kryptonite, and Finest World would probably be taking place between The Black Glove and Final Crisis. There's a new trade coming out Day and Night, but I haven't read it yet, so I don't know where that would take place. I mean, it's really kind of tough to tell, but really most of them take place from Hush. Public Enemies and To Vengeance take place between Hush and the Infinite Crisis, and then everything else afterwards takes place up into Final Crisis. Okay. What is in your music folder? Nothing, because this is all my music was lost on my computer because my computer broke. This is actually a hand-me-down from my dad, which is the exact same computer, but I need a new one. So nothing. If you want to know what kind of music I listen to, ask. But I don't know if that's specifically what you want to know. So I have nothing in my music folder right now.